Yeah, I think so. We've been fortunate to be able to play their event every fall. We haven't played it yet in the spring, but the course is always good. We know what to expect. The greens, I'm sure, will be quick. If the wind blows, it should help us a little bit, but I think it will be good to have 4 of the 5 players who have already played out there. And Gabby's had success. She's won on that course, so I know she's got to be excited about going back.
Yeah, what would you like to see from Gabby and from Lauren, too, just as you guys head on into the next week?
I think from both of them, the biggest thing that we can ask of them is just consistency. They're both great players, but when they are consistent, it just helps the team so much. I think it takes some pressure off the other players, knowing that we can count on a 72, 73 from them on any day. But yeah, I think with their experience, they know what regionals is all about, and how important it is to get out there and relax and truly just treat it like it's another tournament.
Can you remind us of the format? How many teams make it out and individuals?
6 teams will make it out. There's 18 total teams there, and 3 individuals will make it out of 6.
And y'all are seated where?
Number 13.
13. So you got work to do. Got to prove yourself this year.
That's right. We've got a lot of work to do. The good thing is that the top 6 teams, are very strong. But from 7 to where we are, it's probably a matter of 10 or 12 ranking spots that separate us. But we always know going into regionals, you got to play your best golf for sure, no matter what you're ranked.
How much can that final day here last year, where you guys had to kind of hang on to that spot, how much can that help you going into this regional?
I think all it can do is help us. The team knows that from last year's experience that if we're anywhere near that cutoff line, we're able to do it. And I just keep thinking that, we have not played our best golf this spring, meaning that, our throwout score is somewhere around 76, 77, maybe even higher sometimes. So what we'd like to try to do is get that down, maybe start throwing out 73, 74s, and then we know we can compete with anybody.
What have those seniors meant to you and your program?
Oh, they're huge. I was just thinking about it the other day. It's going to be hard to think about Texas Tech women's golf and not picture Gabby and Lauren. They've been a part of so much for us. Both were on that first trip to NCAA championship and on it again last year. So they've accomplished some things that nobody else in Texas Tech women's golf history has done. So couldn't thank them enough for their time here and what they've done for our program.
What's y'all's preparation schedule been like, and what will it be here the next 3 days?
We've had some great practices. It's been a little challenging with some of the wind, but we know that it can blow pretty good down there in Austin as well. But we've tried to have them out here as much as we can between classes and trying to get ready for finals. Today's our last team practice here at the Rawls, and then we'll get to Austin tomorrow afternoon and go straight to the course and try to get a feel for the greens down there. We have a practice round Sunday morning and then play Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Do you know what time you'll go off on Monday?
On Monday we go at 9:50, I believe,
Yeah, I think that's
off of 10.
I think you're on 1.
On 1.
I think you're on
Matt
1.
knows more than I do. 9:50 off of 1, and then Tuesday we'll go off of 10.
Lauren was reminding us how last year in Chicago you were freezing, and she said had mittens on and whatnot. I assume it'll probably be different in Austin next week. Huh?
We hope so. We've been looking at the weather. I think it's supposed to be in the 90s almost every day, but yeah, Chicago I think will go down for all of us as the coldest we've ever been on a golf course.
I think being able to play there quite a few times before this, I think it's just going to be able to feel comfortable. You know what hole you need to work on, or what holes you can possibly go for birdie, and that confidence just going in there, it's going to help me play and the team play a lot better.
Yeah, what kind of things are you telling the girls just about some of the quirks of that course and some of the things that you've learned?
Over the years, I've definitely learned that tee shots are a huge deal there. You have to put it in the middle of the fairway just to even get a chance to put it on the green. They're really tight fairways with either OB or hazards on either side, so you really got to focus on your tee shots.
So I guess when you won there, you were in a real good groove that year, though. You were winning everywhere. or finishing high everywhere anyway, right?
Yeah, it's awesome just to know that I've got a win there, and going back there, hopefully maybe I can pull one off.
At the same time, you're trying to advance as a team.
Yes.
Like you did last year.
Yes.
What was that experience like last year, and what can you maybe take from that?
I think we got kind of the rough end of the stick at Nationals, just playing in the messy weather, the morning rounds. So I definitely think that we can make it this year. We have good players, we have good assets, everybody brings something to the team, and, playing on a course that we already know, that's definitely going to be an advantage.
Where does winning, or not winning, but advancing out of here last year, where does that rank on your kind of career highlights or favorite experiences?
I personally think it's awesome. 2 years out of the last 3 years that I got to go to Nationals is tremendous. I would love to go again, especially for my senior year.
Having advanced to the postseason in all of the years that you've been playing here, how special is that to you, just to kind of know that you are, an integral part of the growth and just the development just of this program over the last few years?
It's an amazing feeling to be able to, talk with my coach and her giving me all this advice and what I should do next after, college. And it's just basically preparing me. Going to Nationals, making it to regionals is just, the building blocks of what I hope to do next.
You mentioned the weather, and how frustrating that was for you guys last year at Nationals. Is that something that kind of drives, since a good handful of you guys were on that team last year, is that something that you guys kind of want to get back to just because of how that ended?
Yes, for sure. We got bad weather. There's nothing we can do about it, but we know that we can make it this year. We know for sure.
How hard has it been to overcome losing Sophia this year? And is she back on the course hitting balls, or?
Yes, it's been really, really hard for us just because she was always up there with me. Like, we were always kind of battling back and forth, her, me, and Lauren. Like, we always did it every qualifying. And she's actually now hitting drivers. She can hit everything in the bag now. She just recently been able to hit the driver. But we were all kind of like, hey, you should come with us to regionals. You should come with us to regionals and try and qualify. But she says no, she's going to redshirt, but she's going to make great things next year.
How big of a blow was it just to not have her in y'all's lineup? What she did last year.
I would say it definitely hurt us. But in the long run, she's going to benefit from what she did, and it's going to only make her stronger. And next year, I know that she's going to do some awesome things here at Texas Tech.
Best case scenario, say you all advance to national. How soon after that will you start playing professionally, do you think?
Probably by the end of June, I will be playing professional golf.
So no real break then, basically.
No, not really.
a few days, and then
yes,
right back at it.
Yep.
What do you think it says about the strength of this team to be able to lose somebody like Sophia and still find yourself in the position that you're in right now?
We have just basically having good players. We definitely, coach did a really good job recruiting. Amy, the one who came in and filled Sophia's spot, she's a great player. Everybody brings something different, and just knowing that no matter what the outcome is, somebody's gonna pull through at the end of the day, at the end of the round.
Potentially last time to play with Lauren. What has y'all's relationship been like?
It's been great. She was here a semester before me, but it's been great just having somebody to play with and come through school with, and it's awesome.
It's exciting to go to regionals again, and then obviously have that opportunity to go to nationals. So that's something that Gabby and I are definitely looking forward to pursuing and pushing for, is making that top 6 at UT and going on to nationals like we've done before 2 times previously. So.
How important and special is the relationship that you and Gabby have?
I think it's great, like the relationship that we have together, coming in and then doing all the stuff that we have done together, which is going to nationals twice and then having regional appearances ever since we've gotten on the team. So it's been great.
The experience that y'all had here last year in regional, where does that kind of rank on your list of career highlights or favorite memories?
For me, it was definitely a favorite memory for me, just because my parents were able to be here for the last round of that regional tournament, so that was exciting. Hopefully we're not in the same position going into regionals this year, where it was a tight finish there to finish in the top 6 and then advance to nationals. So we've finished in the top 6 now. I think Coach mentioned to us yesterday, a number of times this fall and spring. So I feel like we've got what it takes to get to nationals this year, especially with our lineup that we've got. And not only that, but to finish 6 consecutive times this fall and spring is really something good. And we've played that course a number of times, so it's only Amy who hasn't played there. So I feel like between Mommy, myself, and Gabby, we've got a lot of experience there. And then Louisa's played there once. So
with what y'all did here last year to make it out of regional from this course, what can y'all kind of take from that, if anything?
We did have a home course advantage, so that's something that we've just got to kind of brush away there, because we don't really have that at UT. Like I said, I've seen the lineup there, and we have a lot of teams who haven't played there as much as we have played there. So we can kind of keep that in the back of our mind, but treat every day like we just got to stay aggressive. We've got to pretend it's just one round. We really do finish strong in our final rounds lately, so we've got to make sure that every round's kind of like our last round.
You've played a lot of golf since then, but last year less than ideal at nationals. Is that something that you guys have talked about, how frustrating that was, and wanting to, I guess, get back there again and finish how you can?
Yeah, we haven't spoken about that much at all. Last year's performance at nationals, I feel like if we make it through the regional and we're in that position again, I think that's something that Coach would talk to us about and prepare us for. We've had a great opportunity to have Laurie on our staff, who's been really able to help us a lot to prepare these last week or so there and put us in the position we are to go to regionals. With that in mind, we're not playing in Chicago, so that's a good thing. We were freezing our butts off there, and we had mittens on and we couldn't feel our fingers. So I think we were in a situation there where it was just tough conditions. I think playing in Oklahoma will be a little different, and I'm excited for that. Obviously it was disappointing last year, but we've certainly got a lot of work to do in the next couple of weeks leading up to that if we do make it there, but I think we'll be very prepared for that.
This time last year, you were getting ready to graduate. What have you been pursuing in school over the past year?
In the past year, I've been doing my master's degree. So with that, it's been a long, or it's kind of been short actually, because I've tried to cram it in, but it's just been, long process there, just lots of papers, a lot more demanding schoolwork, and you have to make sure everything's perfect there as compared to undergrad. But I'm excited for that. I'll do an internship this summer and then graduate on the 11th of August. So I'm excited to walk the stage with my family around instead of going to nationals there where they miss that opportunity.
Or what are you getting your master's in?
Sport management.
And when you do finish your college playing career, are you going to go back to Australia or stay in the States?
I'll stay in the States and pursue I want to go on the LPGA Symetra Tour, so I'll go to Q School there in August. From there, I'll see how I go. Go back home for Christmas and play in some ALPGA Australian tournaments there, and then work out the visa situation and everything like that.
Where are they having the Q School, the LPGA Q?
They're going to have that in California again.
I see. Have you played in that before?
No, it'll be my first time.
Yeah.